definitely going to be looking at TK at the start of this one, how they come out. If Bizzard runs that LMG, how they attack that. That's definitely going to be the mini game inside this first hardpoint game.
All right, well, I talked about Looney. We're going to kick it off with him off the break. We'll see he is going to be pushing out towards poolside. Give me your player to watch here for both teams going in. I mean, I know you mentioned a couple of players from your side, but if you got to pick one from each team, who are you looking at?
I think Bizzard from Strictly Business. See how he plays with that thermal LMG, which he is using right now. And then I think on the flip side, for TK, I'm going to be looking at Looney. He needs to have big games. They're not a team that is loaded with Slayers, and they put a lot of pressure on him to come up big over and over again, and I think in this game, the pressure is really going to be on Looney.
All right, we'll control it now to TK. They've got really 3 in and around the arc here. Let's see if he can pick up a second there. Dito is going to win that gunfight. Let's switch it up. Check out SB. I believe that's going to be Dito, actually. He's 6-2 on a 3 streak right now with the bow. Let's see if he can keep it going. He is eventually going to fall right now, but he's really the only one on this squad getting anything going in the slaying department early on, Matt.
And this is scary if you're a TK fan, because Dito is a very good player, a very good AR player, very good Slayer, but he has games where Dito can be great, and Dito can take over games completely by himself. And it looks like he's coming out here in this game against TK, and he's having a very nice start, 7-4. Neslo, though, looking at him real quick, very early, 1-4, though. You got to wonder, how he is faring in this matchup.
Well, I'm watching Looney right now. They're forcing that spawn out. They got players into lobby. They're able to force that far spawn that you talked about, and it's a pretty long rotation for them trying to get here. You see Looney getting all this free time pretty much uncontested. He hasn't really had to deal with anyone, but now they're coming from top and the back. We'll see if he can get some big kills here. There's going to be one on Neslo, one to his right as well. It's actually going to be 2. He is eventually going to fall. It's going to be Dito and John that are a hill. Dito's going to drop pretty much immediately, but we're going to have some exchanges here early on as we got, about a 15-point advantage right now for TK, Matt.
Yeah, SB right there, they got a little bit fortunate. They actually got a split spawn. Actually, 3 of their players spawned low. 1 player spawned all the way out on pool. I believe it was Dito who spawned all the way out there. They were able to pinch the hill, take that pretty effectively. But you see on the mini-map, on the rotation, there's nobody from SB anywhere close to Art. It's going to be Sharp. He's going to be in there by himself controlling this. And it's going to be interesting to see how TK sets up. They have 1 person pushed up very far on poolside. That person's Looney. He needs to get closer back because you see he's playing so far up that he spawned SB over in that back cave.
Yeah, that is the spawn you want to hold, not give to the opposition. We'll switch over to Theory, though. He is 12-7 on a 2 streak right now, leading the way. Has 1 fight there. Gonna win that. Theory picks up 1 as well. 2 down, make it 3 for SB as they're continuing to lock it down. 7.5 here. Matt, what are you liking right now out of TK as they got about a 20-point lead?
TK got fortunate right there. We said that, Looney pushed so far up on poolside. He force spawned SB in that back cave, but TK just able to win all their individual gun engagements in the back and able to solidify that spawn again. And you see they're starting to pull away here from SB.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to Neslo just for it because like you said, he started slow. What was he? 1-4, 0-4. He's 3-11 right now. They need him to get going. Let's hop on with him. He's got 2 teammates in front. 1 at the bottom steps here. He's able to get 1 with the headshot there. Another 1 out. He was weak and not able to pick that up as well. He will fall. Going to check out Dito for a bit. He's 14-10, making 15-10. They got to get some time going. Down 30 points right now, and right now they're set up pretty good here to get some good time.
You can get a lot of time here. You just need your AR player to really control this. And it's going to be interesting to see on the mini-map how TK goes about breaking this. They're going to try and pinch from both sides. They need their ARs to pick up huge kills, and it's going to be SB winning those 2 battles. But Sharp doing a good job. He's not going to push directly into the hill. He's just going to slay out from a distance, which is going to allow Looney to push up, put so much pressure on that spawn, and TK able to take this hill back.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep on with the members of TK as they're trying to break this. They keep dropping. A lot of these 1v1 fights, not able to win them, but it is Sharp. Has to reload, gets the assist, is eventually going to fall. Try to get back onto Dito. See, I'm going to stick with him actually through the respawn as he's going to be coming up in a second as he's leading all Slayers right now at 17-13. Bow in hand. He's got eyes on a couple players.
He needs his teammates to really come through, though. I mean, we said in the first series, John needed to play a lot better. John is playing better right now, -1, but still, as a submachine gun player, you'll take that. You need really Fizzerp and Neslo to step it up here in the second half. They're not completely out of the game, but it is getting to that point where they're going to have to play for a little bit extra time on some of these hills, and it's going to hurt them on rotations.
Wow. And that only 1 left was Neslo. He's able to get 1, but they got shut down there. Good setup here from TK.
They got to push out poolside, though.
20-9 with 6 caps. And what do you want to see from them? You said push out pool?
I want to see them push out pool. I think they're giving them way too much control, getting them way too close to the hill. You see the members of SB, they're going to start spawning in the middle instead of spawning out. But you can say you'd like to see them do that, but it doesn't matter if TK is going to win all their gun battles.
Exactly.
They can spawn anywhere if TK is going to keep winning their gun battles like they are now. They're just extremely hot. You have Looney 23-9 on a 4 streak, just dominating.
Yeah, and that was Neslo he's able to beat up. He picks up a second one there as well. And yeah, Neslo got to get going. We've been talking about it since the beginning. He's 8-19 right now. They really need, he's a great slayer, and he's got to get it going now. We're sticking with Looney, who's watching, who's got his front here. That's going to be Theory that's actually going to be pushing out. He's going to cop with the stun pretty much immediately. But we are going to get into the second side of rotations. SB down, what, about 80 or so points. What does SB need to do to get back in this one, Matt?
You know, you're going to need to take a little bit more time on the hills. You really shouldn't get any, or, you know, really split time on. So this middle one, definitely going to be looking for them to take a nice chunk of time, and then going into that Art lobby hill, definitely looking for them to take time there. But TK able to break these hills so easy. You know, nobody really winning. You see the kill feed? It's dominated by TK. I mean, Fizzerp's the first kill we've seen in the last, 20, 30 seconds from SB. They're going to just need more slaying. You see players jumping into the hardpoint, Maven. I don't know if that's the way you go about making this comeback. Is so many times players, when you're down by a lot, you get wrapped up as, okay, we need to make a comeback. How do we do that? Obviously, hill time. You can't just keep jumping in the hill, though. You need to pick up those kills before you do anything.
Yeah, I've been trying to, I was trying to stick on with some of the SB guys as they tried to break the middle hill, and they were just getting melted. They were going in one by one, flying in and just dropping. You said the kill feed was all TK throughout that.
Right, the kill feed's all TK, but they're fighting gunfights, TK, that, the guys of SB aren't really fighting back because they're jumping in the hard point, having to look around multiple directions. They're winning gun battles like that. Looney right there, perfect example. That's a great gunfight. He's not able to even be caught by a player on SB. He's just winning gunfights without an actual challenge.
I'm actually going to stick with Looney through a couple respawns here just because he's leading the way in captures. He's running this ASM1. He's 31-14, Matt, right now. Over a 2.0 KD. Absolutely crushing, and this is what we expect to see out of him. This is what you need out of him. But actually, let's switch over to SB. They got two players in the hill. It's going to be John Neslo right now, and just as they are finally able to get a little bit of control, they're going to get dropped. Fizzerp was last alive, and TK just takes control of that quickly, but Neslo comes flying in at the last second, able to pick up one, but not going to get control for any length of time, Matt.
And I mean, you're getting just a phenomenal game out of Looney, but also Theory as well. Theory is an X factor in the standpoint that he can do a little bit of everything. I mean, he's got 5 caps, 29 and 20. Not a ridiculous stat line, but still, he's doing a little bit of everything. And that's when Theory's hot, this TK team is dangerous because you're usually going to get consistent slaying out of Goon. He's not going to be crazy positive, not going to be super negative. He's going to lock down those lanes with that AR.
Yep.
Sharp is going to give you, pretty much he's going to play consistent, good, mental game the entire time, not really going to make any mistakes. Looney, obviously their main slayer. When you get good games out of Theory, and he's making plays a lot like Apathy, where it was just almost an annoying player to play against. He's always in the right position, always making big plays. When you get games like this out of Theory, this team is very difficult to beat.
All right, incredible stuff here. 2.5 left to go, about 35 seconds in this hill. They're just about doubling up. Almost 100-point advantage right now for TK. Sharp going to fall in the hill, but still several left to light. It's Theory and Goon that are in the hill right now. You get several pushing from the back cave. He gets one. Can he get a second? Able to win that gunfight. Gets two. Third one going to be pushing. If he can get that, that would have been absolutely monstrous, but is going to eventually fall. Back on with Looney, though, as he continues to run rampant. 36 and 19. Gonna eventually fall, but right now, I mean, this is TK's game to lose. They have a pretty dominating lead right now.
TK has a huge lead right now, and if you're the guys in the TK booth, talking amongst themselves, what I would want to do here is I would want to just kind of really lay it down on SB, and you really kind of demoralize them and really kind of ruin their mood going into the next map, because I think the higher score you can set, obviously, Looney, if he can just keep slaying out, it's really demoralizing. Watch somebody else on another team drop 40, 45 kills against you. It just sets a bad precedence for the rest of the series. I think if TK can come out here and really lay it on, the next minute 29, and really kind of lay that smackdown on this SB team, they can really set it up for the rest of the series.
I don't think that's a play you want to be in a position to do right there. Have the LMG flying into this hill if you're Fizzerp. You want to be more the one sitting back trying to tee him up, but he is going to be forced to push in. It's going to be, what, 75, 95 point advantage right now with just over a minute to play, and this has been all TK really from the beginning. And for me, it started out that Neslo couldn't get it going, but look, I mean, it's Fizzerp too. You have John and Dito with 34 and 35 apiece. And look at just the polar opposites there between the four teams.
I tell you what, though, this is not it's going to be a loss for SB, but if they can kind of, weather the storm a bit and win that S&D, I think this is actually a pretty good indication for them that they can contend in this series in respawns. I mean, at TK, they got phenomenal games out of Goon, Theory, and Looney, right? And Sharp. I mean, Sharp went positive as well. Yeah, nobody go negative. If you are SB, you're kind of banking on, okay, Neslo and Fizzerp won't have these bad games again. They won't have this type of game again. if you can get this type of production at John and Dito again, and then the other two kind of come alive, not even a lot, just play better than they did right now, I think you're in a very good spot in respawns.
And that was, I think, Looney just fell short of a 50 bomb in their first series. He drops 44 and 25 here. I know slaying isn't everything, but still incredible numbers there out of him. Now, when we talk about the S&D, we'll say that's the game that SB